Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this module of the program. So today's a very special module and probably one for the ages. We're gonna go and create our Google Ads campaigns. So if you just randomly chimed in, make sure you go ahead and check out all the previous modules in the past because I go in depth into setting up pretty much everything you need before you actually run your campaigns. You need your tracking, you need all of your apps set up, you need your pricing variables, your website visitors list. You have to understand the entire high level overview of how we're even targeting these things before you should really dive and understand this Google Ads strategy. But pretty much if you have watched all of the previous modules, you'll know that our target is to target people at the bottom of the funnel with our low funnel campaigns. And so today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and set up all of the campaigns for you guys. Make sure if you guys need help setting any of this stuff up with your high ticket e-commerce store, with your Google Ads, go ahead and apply for coaching mentorship if you have the capital to invest. If not, completely okay. Just watch this video. We're about to kill it with Google Ads. All right, so in today's video, we're actually gonna use a different high ticket e-commerce store account. We're gonna use Bellcopia. And so the reason is simply because I pretty much set up all of my Gazebo Savvy stuff in like a few days, and I just don't have enough time to just wait for the merchant center to be approved and then go ahead and just run it. Like, I want to get you guys this information as good as possible. So I might as well just give you guys insights into the back ends of Bellcopia. And so pretty much just to give you guys some understanding, you want to make sure your negative keyword lists are in play. You want to make sure that your audiences are created. So you can see we have a universal, low and medium keyword. We also have the visitors set up for our website audiences. And so now we're just gonna go ahead and just create the campaign now. So just get started. So we're gonna go click sales, and then we're just gonna choose the purchase conversion. So we're gonna remove, and then we're gonna remove this, and then we're gonna click continue. And then you're gonna go ahead and click shopping, and then we're gonna toggle over to standard shopping campaign. And if you don't have your merchant center approved, you probably won't be able to advertise with the shopping campaign, which is exactly why I'm using this account right now, because the merchant center is approved over here. And then I'm actually going to just use Sunray Sauna just so you guys, for clarity's sake, can understand how to build out your Google Ads campaigns to the fullest extent. And so what we're going to do is name the campaign after our brand. So in this case, it would be Sunray High. And that is pretty much what I do. Go additional settings. You don't have to have any of these. Manual CPC. You're gonna put it at just $5 budget, and you're gonna put this as the high campaign. So this is gonna be the top of the funnel campaign. So that's what we're building at the top of the funnel, high campaign. And you're gonna unclick search network, and you're gonna enter these locations. So you're gonna toggle United States, target, you're gonna put Hawaii, exclude, and you're gonna put Alaska, exclude again. And then you're gonna go and add group name. And this is going to be Sunray High. So you want to change that to Sunray High, and you can just start the bid at 0.01. For those that don't know what a bid is, I'm surprised they didn't give you a definition. They do. A bid is the maximum cost per click for the all pros campaign. What the hell is this saying? So basically your bid, it's very like an auction, right? So Google Ads works as a auction platform. What do you do when you're in auctions? You want to bid. You want to bid the highest. You want to bid the highest. And that's exactly what a bid is. We are telling Google, this is how much we're willing to spend for a click for this keyword or for this brand. And so that's what the cost per click is. And when it comes to your bidding, but we're just gonna start off at just 0.01 just because we're gonna set things up later once we do have the campaign settings fixed. And so what we're going to do now is first we're gonna go into settings, and then we're gonna go into goals. And you just wanna make sure that you are using the purchase goal over here. So you just wanna make sure this is campaign specific purchase goal. You're gonna click save. And then you wanna make sure this is high, which is good. And then the next thing you wanna do is you wanna go into the devices. So you're gonna go into insights and reports. You're gonna go when and where showed ads, and then we're gonna find devices. And then you wanna toggle over to decrease this by 65%. And the reason we're decreasing the bid over here is because when we're first starting off to run our advertisements, we want to target people on the computer. We noticed that there's higher conversion rates on the computer instead of mobile phones and tablets. So it's not that we're not going to appear for mobile phones or tablets. We're just going to appear for them 65% less. We want to tell Google, let's spend more money on the computers, because when someone is searching for a product, when someone is looking to buy, they're most likely on the computer to buy such an expensive item. Nobody's just gonna go and just come on once from your mobile phone and just buy a $5,000, $10,000 item. Like, they might be super rich and they do that, but generally speaking, you wanna target people on the computers. So after that, you wanna go into your ad groups over here. You're gonna click insights again, your ad groups. By the way, guys, if you don't understand the campaign structure of how Google ads work, it's very similar to Facebook. You have the campaign, ad group, ad, right? Campaign, ad group, ad, layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. Campaign, ad group, ad, layer 1, layer 2, level 3. So we're going from the campaign side and we're going into the ad group side, which is level 2. And then we're just gonna click ad group. And now we're in the ad side, which is the product group, right? That's the product, that's the last phase. And now we just have to segment it by the brand. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and just search Sunray because I just had these uploaded the other night for Belcopia, and then you're just gonna click exclude. And now, because we set up our price variables, you can go custom label to custom label 0, and voila, you'll see all of the price variables that we set up previously. You'll notice here it doesn't say 0 to 500 or 8,000 plus or 6 to 7,000. That's because the Sunray Sauna catalog doesn't have those price points. But again, remember, we are trying to target all of the best selling products, all the most expensive products. This is how you target it, guys. This is how you go into hyper targeting. So you're gonna click save without editing bids. And now we have these, which is right here, which is good. So the next thing we're gonna do once we have that is we're gonna go into keywords, and then we have to add the negative keywords into our list. So we're gonna use the universal keyword list, the low funnel and the medium funnel, and we're just gonna apply it to this campaign. So you'll see that it has all 3 of these negative keyword lists, and that's normal. We're supposed to have all 3 on the high campaign. And then what you wanna do is you wanna go into your audience manager, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna click website visitors, and then you're gonna type in your brand and then website visitors, and then like last 100 days. So basically you're gonna do last 100 days, refine action. And so how you do this is basically, if you go into this product over here, you'll see that all of your products will have the slash Sunray over here, right? So that's, in this case, how it would look like, slash Sunray. So that's what I did. And basically, boom, and you're gonna click create segment. And now you're gonna populate your website visitors for this specific brand. So when people come on to your website and your URL has this slash Sunray, it'll track all of the Sunray people. It's the same thing with any of your retailers that are on your website. If you have that slash, it'll track it, it'll put them into this list, and now you're able to target them. And so what you're gonna do is now you're gonna go into audiences, and now you're gonna click add audience segment, and you're gonna click add campaign. And now, because we did all of the pre-work before in the previous modules, everything's just gonna flow together, because you can go to the how to interact with your business, website visitors, and then you're gonna find your website visitors, which is right over here. So we already created these in the past. So boom, 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 boom. And then we're gonna go and find Sunray, which is right over here. And so you should have 7 audiences, and then you're gonna click save. So now we have the audiences, we have the keywords. All we now have to do is go to the audience segments over here, and we're gonna have to change the bids. So the reason why we're not able to change the bids right now is because we're probably in the ad group campaign side. So we have to go into the campaign. We have to go to the highest level, which is over here. And now we're gonna adjust these bids. So we're gonna just go over here. And then I like to start off on here. So you can increase these by 50%. And so basically what this means is people that came on to your website in the last 7 days and the last 14 days and the last 21 days, you're willing to pay more for your ad to show up for them again. You're willing to bid more inside the auction system. And the reason we're going to bid more is because we already spent money to acquire people at like the bottom of the funnel and the middle of the funnel. And the best thing you could do is to retarget them. You see, I'm adding everything that I told you guys in previous modules together. That's why you guys have to make sure you watch all the previous modules for the foundational part. That's how life goes. That's how business goes. It's all about setting up the proper foundations and then just hitting execution and trying and going and never giving up. So we're gonna continue doing this. So 14 days is 40%. 30 days, you could do 40, then you could do 30, then you could do 20, and then 10 for 180. And then for your last 100 days, you could just increase that by 50 as well. So boom. So now that you have your audiences, we've done our keywords. We have all the keywords already. The settings is correct over here. So boom, boom, boom. Everything looks good. Now we're gonna go ahead back into the campaign section like this. And all of the presets is already done. So all we have to do is just copy this. And then we're gonna paste. And we're gonna duplicate this campaign because all of the settings are in here already. So now you just have to make minor adjustments to the campaign. So this is why if you had done the keyword list that I showed you guys before, it's so important because now you're just plug in and playing. You already did all of that keyword refinement in the previous modules. You have all of your keywords in your proper lists. And now you're just literally just plugging and playing into your campaigns. So we're just gonna wait for the campaign to be duplicated. All right, so boom, we just got this campaign duplicated and we're just gonna immediately change it so that our naming is very organized. So it's very important that you guys organize the naming correctly. So this is gonna be a medium campaign. And then there's only a few settings we have to change. Make sure, again, the rules, the goals, it's always purchase on the campaign specific goals. But you wanna go into the priority over here and you're gonna change it to medium because this is the medium campaign. See how it all correlates? It's amazing, honestly. This strategy is amazing. And then you just wanna make sure your devices are good. So it wasn't good, so we have to just redo it. So decrease by 65 and then decrease by 65 again, like that. And then your devices is good. We're gonna go into keywords. And then all you're gonna do is just remove the medium funnel and just remove it, just like that. And now, the last thing we're gonna do, we're gonna copy this. And now we're gonna paste this and create our low funnel, which is the bottom of the funnel campaign. So now we're just gonna wait for the campaign to be duplicated one more time. And then once we have the campaign duplicated, what we're probably going to do is just make sure all of the settings are correct. Then we're going to adjust the bids, meaning I'll show you exactly how you could spend more or tell Google, I wanna spend more for a $7,000 item versus a $500 item because we're able to target based off of the price variables that we set up in the very beginning. And we'll know that anybody that's coming in from our ads is going to be pulled into our remarketing audience, which we created, last 7 days, 14 days, 30 days. It's already gonna be here. So these already will also get extra bids. And so now we have a real campaign that's just almost automated. It's like an automated printing machine that's just gonna generate us leads. Like, this is amazing. So what's even more amazing is the low campaign just finally got duplicated. So we're just gonna change it to low right over here. You're gonna click save. And then we're gonna go into the ad group over here. And then we're also gonna click save. And now all we have to change first is going to be the settings. Always make sure this is goals is campaign specific. We're gonna change the campaign priority to low. And then we're also gonna go into the when and where show ads. Just make sure the devices are changed, which sometimes they just don't do it, which is okay, but you wanna make sure you do it. And now you wanna decrease these. And then the last thing you wanna do is go into the campaign and you wanna remove your keyword, which is the low. So the low, you remove the low, the medium, you remove the medium, and now you're just left with this. Like, this is it, boom. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and add a shared budget to it. So we're just gonna go ahead and just create a shared budget, Sunray shared budget. We're gonna create a shared budget. We're gonna click save. And then boom. I have to verify if it's me, so I can't do that right now. But basically, you're gonna create a shared budget and then the budgets are all gonna be together. So you wanna start it off at like $15 or $25 shared budget. And now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go into the campaigns and just adjust the biddings. So the biddings is going to be like this. So I like to start off over here up to 10 cents, 10 to 15 cents. So at $1,000, I'll probably put it at like 3 cents, 5 cents. This is 30 bucks then. 7 cents. And then for this, because it's the largest one, I'll do 10 cents. And then after that, I'll go into the medium campaign, which is over here. And I like to get things up to around $1.50 max. So again, this is how we target the pricings, right? So you are able to adjust how much you're willing to pay for a click based off of the price. So I could pay for the keyword like sunray sauna, the $1,000 products. I'll probably start off at like maybe 75 cents, and then I'll do 85 cents, and then I'll do $1.10, and then I'll get it up to like $1.25. And then you could go a little bit more aggressive if you want to get up to $1.50, depending on your products and your supplier. But that's generally how I do it. Everything else in Sunray, there's nothing here, which is normal. And then again, these are all the $1,000 products. These are all the $2,000 products. And these are all the $3,000 products all over here. So boom, you can see 3,000, 4,000, 3,000. So amazing, so beautiful how we're able to segment everything so well, so neat, so organized. So now we're gonna go into low, and this is where you could go as crazy as you want. However, you could probably just start off at like 150, 175. Just get up to like $2 at most. So I'll go like 185 and then $2. Now, if you are really bullish, if you really believe in this brand and you know like these products is gonna kill, then you could kind of play around with it, see where you want to take it. But generally, this is the area that you should stay comfortable and just going around. Anything above that, you might just overspend, which you also don't want in Google Ads as well. You don't want to overspend on your campaigns. Overspending will result in you spending and wasting money onto advertisement when you could have gotten the same click for less. So that's why the bidding thing, there's no right or wrong. It's just finding your right medium ground. And in order for you to do that, you have to know how to read the Google Ads matrix. You have to understand how to read these clicks, impressions, cost per conversion. You have to understand CPCs, benchmark CPCs, click share, search impression share, search absolute share. You have to learn how to read all of this to make the proper adjustments. That is why having the right conversion tracking is important. That's why having the right tracking setup, your pixel, your Google Analytics, all of that is important to set up so that you can make the right decisions from your Google Ads. But this is pretty much it, guys. The only thing that I left in this video was I can't share with you guys how it looks like for a shared budget. However, that's okay because you just go into the shared budget, you just put it together. Like you literally just check the 3 campaigns. If you got to this part over here, you should have no reason to not be able to just make a shared budget. And then instead of 555, it's gonna combine into like a 15. It'll just combine these all 3 into like one budget, a shared budget. And now this is how you do it for one brand. Now imagine you have 10 brands, you would have 30 campaigns, right? Because 3 campaigns per one supplier. If you have 10 campaigns, you would have 30 different campaigns, 10 sets of 3, just like this, 10 sets of 3 campaigns on a shared budget with a high, medium, low, with the right audiences inside, with the right pricing variables, and most importantly, the correct bidding for each of these. And then once you start acquiring data, once you start getting keywords come inside of your search terms, which is over here, you'll see if you go to insights and reports, you go to search terms, you'll start seeing that you're appearing for certain words. And then the words that are appearing, you're either ranking for the words that you want to, and if you don't, then you want to use a negative keyword list, which we showed you how to use. But pretty much like this is known as optimization. This is known as troubleshooting your ads. And by this part of the module, by the course, the program, you have no reason to not be able to get your first high ticket e-commerce sale. Not only will you be ranking organically on the Google Search Console, you will also have free traffic coming in because the Merchant Center allows free shopping traffic. So you'll have the organic side taking over. And if you want to expand and grow on the organic, you could also repost viral videos that have went out for your supplier. Just repost it on your social media and just grow and get the organic side here. And now your paid is actually sponsored because if you have the link that we showed you when creating a Google Ads account, you'll have $500 in ad credit. So you just spend $500 of Google's money to get warm traffic coming in. Everything is set up from the conversion tracking to all the pixel tracking to the audiences to the right bidding. And now you have the right structure. You have no reason to not get your first high ticket e-commerce sale. So with that being said, if you guys find value in today's video, please just share it with your friends, family, all of your e-commerce friends. Make sure you guys go through this video again and again on repeat just so you get the right settings. And if you need help with troubleshooting, if you need help with optimizing your ads and scaling your ads to the next level, I think that's where the mentorship really comes in. That's exactly why I even built this entire program in the first place. It's so that I can help you get to the nitty gritty. So by the time you actually apply and by the time we actually get the applicants come in, we already have tons of applicants, but a lot of your problems could be solved from this free course, this free program that I created for you guys. So by the time you are really ready to invest in yourself, we are going to help you fly to the moon, because you should have your merchant center set up, your Google Ads set up, your pixels, your pricing variables, your website visitors. You have everything set up. I'm just coming in. I'm just like, okay, boom, 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 boom. Let's do this. We'll build a sales team, customer service team. We'll help you get better margins with your suppliers. We're going to do all of the next level scaling stuff, which is where really having mentors and people that have been there, done that really help. So, obviously guys, just check out the mentorship application at your own convenience. And if you guys have any questions on signing us up, we also have a free school community. So if you guys don't know what school is, that is a community hosted online. So that's where we probably putting all of the course information. Maybe you're seeing our course information over here, but there's a dashboard inside school where you can just ask questions. Me and Trevor are always there, along with other coaches, to help you and just answer any of your questions there. And if you guys have any other questions, you can also leave any comments or whatever, and I'll do my best to answer. If I see enough people asking the same question, I'll probably make a video about it as well. And this is pretty much how you set up Google Ads. It's very important that if you are just chiming into the video, you have to go through the previous modules to just get your basics, foundations created. You cannot expect your plant to grow without planting the soil, harvesting the seeds and putting it in, and then watering it. You need to get your foundations in tune. And honestly, that's what it means when I say like your pricing variables, your custom labels, your tracking, your website visitors, all of that we have to do together to set up for this campaign setup today. So hopefully you guys find value in today's video. Thank you all so much for your time. Make sure to follow my Instagram channels, YouTube channels, TikTok, Twitter, X, and all of the channels that we have posted on our social media platforms. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you all so much for your time. And I'll see you guys all in the next one.